The next best thing to a Lexington is another Lexington. Now, if you like your smoke with flavor, friend, with an honest-to-goodness tobacco blend, the greatest combination yet is you and a Lexington cigarette. Lexington, that's the one. For after-action satisfaction, you just can't beat a Lexington. The best-tasting American blend cigarette. Lexington, that's the one.
Since this advert, the advertisement of cigarettes and tobacco was banned after scientific research developed and it was found that they had harmful effects. This retro radio commercial for Lexington cigarettes is from 1983, which is around 15 years after tobacco was banned in the US and parts of Europe. However, it is a South African advert where tobacco advertisement was not banned until 1999. Obviously, in vintage radio ads, there are a lot less non-diegetic sounds due to technical developments happening later. Therefore, it is common that a majority of older radio adverts use music to capture and enhance the advert, making it more interesting to listen to. This advert uses short, snappy samples of grand orchestral-like vintage horn pieces that capture the listener and portrays the idea that they are presenting something magnificent. When putting the advert into historical context, at the time, cigarettes were a luxury object, and the music helps to give this idea, reaching out to the upper-class demographic. However, there is no mention to completely exclude other social classes, thus not to limit the audience. This is the only true target demographic you can establish. However, obviously, due to regulations of younger smokers since the very early times of tobacco, the advert is aimed at an older audience and does this by presenting more adult-friendly language. Gender-wise, smoking is practiced widely by both genders, arguably at that time more male, but no gender is particularly excluded or specified in the advert. This voiceover is a middle-aged man, which was common in radio advertisement in the 20th century because at the time the industry was male-dominated. And although society was quickly moving away from gender inequality, traditions took some time to be completely eradicated. He has quite a typical presenter-type voice, and again, like the music, it is exaggerated, capturing listeners and making them think they are listening to something important. The nature of the speech seems like that typical vintage kind of show when a new exciting product is being introduced, like, ta-da! The voiceover is performed to the rhythm of the music, making it fun and also memorable so that it sticks in the listener's head. The brand name Lexington is repeated a few times, also having this effect. The concept of the speech is simple. The next best thing to a Lexington isn't a Lexington, suggesting there is nothing better than that type of cigarette, when the typical cigarette industry is a very competitive one due to many different brands. The advert uses simple, catchy phrases such as, for after action, satisfaction. This rhyme also helps to make the advert enthralling. Overall, I feel that it was interesting putting a retro radio advert into historical context when analysing. The advert successfully advertises Lexington cigarettes as something that you'd want to buy in a memorable and captivating way.